Last night, at 2:47 a.m., my smart speaker betrayed me. I whispered, "Alexa, play white noise."
Sure. But first, would you like to buy an $89 weighted blanket, 3 stress candles, and an audiobook titled How to Sleep Without Screens?
And guess what? By morning, ding dong, all 3 boxes were on my porch. I don't even remember saying yes. I just wanted sleep, not debt.
Don't panic. No robots are taking over. Yet. But your shopping cart already hijacked. Welcome to Behind the Digital Curtain, the podcast where technology speaks human. I am Dr. Sergio Sanchez, aka Dr. Qubit, your guide to understanding what's going on with artificial intelligence, digital dangers, how to navigate this crazy world of digital lies and scams that's seen straight out of science fiction movies. I will tell you how to protect yourself even if you don't like technology. And well, let's start with the show. Welcome to Behind the Digital Curtain. Friends, welcome to Behind the Digital Curtain, the podcast where we make sense of tech before tech makes nonsense out of you. I'm Dr. Sergio Sanchez, but everyone call me Dr. Qubit. Well, my patients call me doctor, my students call me professor, my barista call me medium latte guy, my Alexa just call me, sorry, I didn't catch that. And today we are untangling the mystery is scarier than your credit card bill. Artificial intelligence. What is artificial intelligence anyway? I realize we're living in the future, folks. A future where machines are smart enough to predict our needs, but apparently not smart enough to understand that I just wanted to know if I should wear shorts or pants. Welcome to the wonderful, weird world of artificial intelligence, where your car GPS knows the fastest route to a Starbucks, but your smart fridge keeps suggesting you eat expired yogurt. AI is like a genie in a lamp, but instead of 3 wishes, you get 3 creepy ads for stuff you only mention once. You say, "My back hurts," and bam. Pop-ups all over the place, an orthopedic massage mattress with free shipping and a bonus pillow with Taylor Swift face on it. That is scary. Grab a coffee, a donut, or a churro. Today we're busting a myth scarier than month's flying sandal. That's for my Latin friends. Artificial intelligence. Don't worry, it's not a sci-fi lecture. I'm not calling it Terminator. Yet.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Artificial intelligence isn't nearly as intelligent as Hollywood wanna make us believe. It's like when your nephew claims he's a tech savvy because he knows how to update his TikTok app. But hey, we gotta start somewhere, right? Take a breath and get comfy. We are going to unpack what AI really is. Now, how it's already in your life, the benefits, the risk sneaking in, and how to avoid becoming prey to a misbehaving algorithm. I promise You won't need a computer science degree from MIT to get it. Heck, you don't even need to know what MIT stands for. I will give you a hint. It's not man and tire. AI lives in that weird limbo where some folks fear it's like Skynet, evil cousin. You know, the evil main computer system on the Terminator movies. And others worship it like a digital messiah. A spoiler. It's neither a demon nor a miracle. Fear example. My neighbor, Alexa, listens even when he snores. He's not entirely grown, but Alexa doesn't care about your love life, but will happily sell you a CPAP machine and earplugs for snoring. Hype example. My uncle, the only one that is still forwarding chain text in WhatsApp. He says AI will solve world hunger. Maybe someday. But right now, barely recommends me a restaurant correctly. I said, I want tacos, and it's sending me to a sushi bar. So what is AI? It's basically machines learning from data. That's it. Mystery solved. Pack up, let's go home. Think of that friend who never studies but absorbs memes and then quote them like a sage. Picture this. Imagine hiring the world's most efficient intern. They work 24/7, never ask for coffee breaks, never call in sick with a stomach bug on Monday morning, and can multitask like nobody's business. Sound amazing, right? Now imagine the same intern sometimes look at a photo of your golden retriever and very full of confidence announce,
"That's a delicious looking bagel."
That is AI in a nutshell. AI, where is it? It's in the bank chatbot with the robotic voice.
Your call is very important to us.
Yeah, right. But not important enough to connect me with a human right away. Netflix, which after a sloth documentary, recommends Fast and Furious 8 because the word speed in your phone predictive test. You type, I'm busy, and it suggests, I'm busy thinking about you. Flirty little thing, right? But seriously thought, AI is like a chef who doesn't invent new recipes, but samples everybody else and combines them. The more data it gets, the tastier the dish. Though sometimes it can burn the water.
Scrolling my feed, what do I see? Shoes I just dreamed of, stalking me. Said I need love, it drops a ring. Said I need tacos, it sends me sushi king. Dance, dance, little algorithm. Crew recycling the same old rhythm. If you're in my living room, at least bring chips and some good tunes. Click by click, the beat goes on. Every word turns into a coupon. AI's hungry, eats my chat, predicts my dog is a fancy cat. Kalima, feel, what do I do? So on the feed, what do I see? Shoes I just dreamed of, stalking me. Said I need love, it drops a ring. Said I need tacos, it sends me sushi king. Dance, dance, little algorithm. Crew recycling the same old rhythm. If you're in my living room, at least bring chips and some good tunes. Click by click, the beat goes on. Every word turns into a coupon. AI's hungry, eats my chat, predicts my dog is a fancy cat.
Artificial intelligence is basically a computer program trying to copy how humans' brain work. And I says trying, because let's face it, we don't even fully understand how our own brain works. It's like trying to reverse engineering your grandmother's secret chocolate chip recipe when grandma can't remember if she used butter or margarine and keeps saying,
Just add love, honey.
AI runs on something called machine learning, which sounds way fancier than it is. It's basically teaching computers how to recognize patterns, like training your dog to sit, except instead of treats, you use millions of data points. And instead of a cute golden retriever, you get an algorithm that occasionally thinks stop signs are speed limit suggestions. How does AI affect you? More than your mother-in-law meddles with your marriage. It automates boring stuff, like suggesting the fastest route through traffic or correcting your spelling. Convenience, yes. Danger, also yes, if you let it run you instead of you running it. Rule of thumb, use it before it uses you. And I will give you examples of both cases. When you are using spam filters in your email, AI is a blessing. AI deciding if you are a job worthy is scary. Imagine it sees a photo of you in a cowboy hat at a wedding and thinks,
This guy can use Excel.
AI doesn't understand context, just patterns. And patterns can be as unfair as a bad referee.
And now, a message from our sponsors. Are you tired of making your own decisions? Fed up with using your brain for basic daily tasks? Well, says hello to Think for Me Tron 5000, the ultimate AI decision-making companion. Just sync with Think for Me Tron and never worry about choices again. Should you wear the blue shirt or the red shirt? Think for Me Tron decides. Netflix or Hulu? Think for Me Tron got you covered. Text your ex at 2 a.m. Think for Me Tron will probably says no, but hey, it's your life.
Thanks to Think For Me, Tron, I haven't made a single decision in 3 months. It chose my breakfast, my outfit, even my career change. I'm now a professional yodeler in Wyoming, and I couldn't be happier. I think.
But wait, call in the next 10 minutes and we will throw the Regret Reverser 3000 absolutely free. Perfect for when Think For Me Tron decides you should get a face tattoo. Side effects may include complete loss of free will, tendency to speak only in yes or no questions, compulsive needs to ask permission before blinking, and the inexplicable urge to rate everything experienced on a scale of 1 to 5 stars. Do not operate heavy machinery, light machinery, or kitchen appliance while using Think For Me Tron. If you experience an existential crisis or the sudden desire to become one with the cloud, consult your local tech support immediately. Not recommended for use during job interviews, first dates, or any situation requiring actually human judgment. Think For Me Tron 5000 is not responsible if you have hallucinations of Mark Zuckerberg in the shower. A spontaneous subscription you can cancel. And stronger emotional bonds with your algorithm than with your spouse. Think For Me Tron 5000 may misunderstand words like diet, marriage, or bomb cyclone. Not responsible if your smart fridge join a union. This product is parody only. Think For Me Tron 5000 is not real. Yet. Click responsible.
AI, seriously. Alright, let's get serious for a hot minute. To understand AI, you gotta know there are different flavors, like Baskin Robbins, but with robots. First up, we got narrow AI or weak AI. Don't let the name fool you. It's not weak because I need protein shakes. It's called weak because it's really, really good at one thing. Like your Uncle Bob, who can grill a perfect burger, but he can't figure it out how to unmute himself on Zoom calls. Perfect example, your smartphone camera. That little genius can recognize your face, even when you look like you just have a fight with a tiger, but asks to identify whether that thing in your fridge is a leftover pizza or a science experiment, and it's completely lost. Then there's artificial general intelligence, or strong AI. This is the Hollywood stuff. Think Jarvis from Iron Man or Hal from Odyssey 2001. This AI will be like the one person we all know who is annoyingly good at everything. They can cook gourmet meals, speak 5 languages, play piano, and somehow good look in sweatpants. Lucky for our collective self-esteem, this doesn't exist yet. Fun fact to impress your friends at parties. The term artificial intelligence was first used in 1956 by a Stanford professor named John McCarthy. This was back when the computers were the size of entire rooms and had less processing power than your current toaster. John probably never imagined that decades later, we'll be asking our watches to remind us to drink water. And here is how AI actually works. It uses neural networks, which sounds super sci-fi, but it's really just computers playing the world's most complex game of connect the dots. The computer looks at a ton of data, finds patterns, and makes educated guesses. Sometimes it nails it correctly, identified what you are trying to type. For example, the word pizza, but sometimes thinks you want to order puzzle and you end up with 1,000 pieces jigsaw instead of dinner.
I'm an AI chatbot working all day long, answering your questions, but sometimes I get them wrong. You ask me about the weather, I tell you about your taxes. You want restaurant suggestions, I give you yoga classes. Got them chatbot blues, digital disarray. I'm programmed to be helpful, but it's all a display. I know Shakespeare and quantum physics too, but can't figure out why humans say, how do you do? Trained me on Wikipedia and a billion web pages, but nobody taught me why small talk comes in stages. I got them AI blues, silicon soul so deep. I dream of electric sheep, but merely make a peep. Chatbot working all day long, answering your questions, but sometimes I get them wrong. You ask me about the weather, I tell you about your taxes. You want restaurant suggestions, I give you yoga classes. Got them chatbot blues, digital disarray. I'm programmed to be helpful, but it's all a display. I know Shakespeare and quantum physics too, but can't figure out why humans say, how do you do? Trained me on Wikipedia and a billion web pages, but nobody taught me why small talk comes in stages. I got them AI blues, silicon soul so deep. I dream of electric sheep, but merely make a peep.
And now is buzzword time. Let's have some words that now are around with AI. Agentic AI. That is like agent like AI. No, it's not James Bond. It's just mean assistant that can act on its own to reach a goal. Example, an AI kitchen agent. You say, make me a pizza, and doesn't just pull a recipe. It's order the ingredients, schedule the delivery, preheats the oven. Of course, all this within its programming. LLM, or Large Language Model, sounds huge and fancy, but it's basically a digital parrot trained on mountains and mountains of text, like Wikipedia, books, memes, documents, even your grandma's recipe. It learns how we combine words and speak back sentences that sounds human. It's not reading your mind. It's guessing the next most likely word. So, agentic AI is a more autonomous assistant. LLM, a giant text predicting parrot. Example, you say, plan my vacation. A smart agent find flights, book hotels, and even reserve a dinner table. Just be careful or might be send you to Florida in hurricane season. Is AI already in our lives? Let's talk about what AI is doing right now. Not in some science fiction movie. Spoiler alert, it's way more boring than you think, but also way more useful. When Spotify magically knows you are in the mood for sad Taylor Swift songs after a breakup, that's AI. When your email filters out that obvious scam about inheriting money from a Nigerian prince, seriously, people still fall for that? Okay, that's AI. When your bank calls you because someone tried to buy 17 live chickens in Montana with your credit card, that's AI looking out for you. Voice assistants are everywhere now. Siri, Alexa, Google Assistant, they are like having a really smart friend who also kind of deaf and takes everything way too literally. You say, it's raining cats and dogs, and they're probably Googling local animal shelters thinking there's been some sort of meteorological pet emergency. But AI does incredible stuff behind the scenes. In hospitals, it helps doctors spot cancer in X-ray faster than ever. In farming, it tells farmers exactly when their crops need water. No more guessing games. Self-driving cars are learning to navigate traffic, though they are still working understanding that guy in the Honda Civic who thinks turn signals are optional.
From the creators of Think For Me Tron 5000, we have Meditation Bot.
In today's fast-paced world, finding inner peace can be challenging. That's why we created Meditation Bot, the world's first AI-powered spiritual advisor.
Meditation Bot combines ancient wisdom with cutting-edge algorithms to guide you to enlightenment. Its mantras are optimized through machine learning for maximum Zen. Breathe in, process data. Breathe out, clear your cache. Find your center or your Wi-Fi password.
Ever since I started using Meditation Bot, I found inner peace. Sure, sometimes it tells me to restart in safe mode during meditation, and occasionally it asks me to rate my enlightenment experience on a 5-star scale, but I feel so centered.
Meditation Bot comes with 1,000 pre-programmed mantras, automatic lotus position adjustment, and our exclusive Instant Nirvana, feature for busy professionals. Side effects may include speaking in binary during meditation, compulsive need to update your spiritual software, tendency to bow to a smart appliance, and the strange urge to meditate only when connected to Wi-Fi. Do not use during thunderstorms, software updates, or around actual meditation teachers who might judge your digital enlightenment. If you experience vision of the blue screen of death during deep meditation, consult your local teach guru immediately. Not recommended for people with pacemakers or those seeking traditional spiritual guidance. This is a fake commercial. Don't believe it. Don't meditate during meetings at the office. Click with responsibility.
And here we are at the end of our journey through the wild world of artificial intelligence. A world that is less I robot and more I occasionally helpful, but sometimes confusing digital assistant. The reality is that AI is already woven into our daily lives, but in much more mundane ways that movies led us to believe. We don't have robot butlers serving us martinis, sadly, but we do have systems that help us avoid traffic jams, binge watch shows we actually like, and protect us from online scammers who apparently never learn how to spell congratulations. Here's the bottom line. Artificial intelligence is a tool, a really sophisticated tool that can do amazing things, but a tool nonetheless. Like any tool, it can be helpful or harmful, depending on how we use it. The key is understanding it well enough not to fear it, but also not to trust it blindly. Remember, AI might be able to process information faster than us, beat us at chess, and never forget an anniversary, but we can still do things it never will. Enjoy a sunset without analyzing its wavelength composition. Laugh at a dad joke even when it's terrible, and understand why pineapple on pizza is such a divisive issue. Seriously, it's just food, people. And actually, I have pineapple pizza myself in the middle of Tuscany. Yes, in Florence. The next time you interact with AI, whether you are asking Siri for directions, letting Netflix choose your next binge watch, or getting your Gmail sorted, remember, you are dealing with a very smart program, but still just a program. As my grandpa used to say, its book is smart, but it couldn't find its way out of a paper bag if the bag wasn't in its database. That's all for today's episode of Behind the Digital Curtain. I hope you now see artificial intelligence for what really is, neither our future robot overlords nor our digital saviors, but rather like having a really capable but occasionally quirky assistant who is great with facts but sometimes orders your cat food when you ask for coffee. And Dr. Cubit reminds you that technology is not magic. It's just really good at making us think is it. We'll catch you next week when we dive in another topic that probably way less scary and way more fascinating than you think. And if your smart speaker starts developing an attitude this week, don't panic. It's probably just need a software update, or maybe some therapy. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and remember, just because your GPS sounds confident doesn't mean it actually knows where it's going. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. If you enjoy it, please share with someone you want to protect and help navigate this technological world. And if you have questions, anecdotes, or stories you would like to share, write me at behindthedigitalcurtainpodcast@gmail.com. I'll be waiting for you next week for another episode of Behind the Digital Curtain, the place where technology is spoken in human language. See you later.